This week on Motoring 90, we're going to talk about everybody's favorite subject, traffic. And we're going to begin by introducing you to Big Brother. That's right, whether you know it or not, Big Brother is watching you. That's not bad, that's good. This is not the flight deck for the Starship Enterprise. But like the Enterprise, the men and women in this room are pioneering new frontiers. This is the District Traffic Operations Center run by the Ministry of Transportation. This center is controlling freeway traffic management along the 401 highway in metropolitan Toronto. It's a sort of big brother of traffic, and it could be coming to a freeway near you.
We don't like to think of ourselves as the big brother. Hopefully, what we're doing is monitoring the roadway through the use of sensors embedded in the roadway, wire loop detectors, which are actually sunk into the pavement and spaced about every 500 meters. And these sensors detect the presence of traffic, the movement of traffic, and this information is transmitted back to computers here at the control center. Now, when there's a traffic problem on the roadway, these sensors, via the computer, notify the operators here that there's a problem. And then they can respond, and usually what they do first is check the problem using, we have closed-circuit television cameras, which are spaced about every kilometer along the roadway. So they can use these, and these cameras have a full pan, tilt, and zoom capability, so we can zoom in and check what the problem is, and then we can respond to that problem.
Yeah, 10-4, but if it's an emergency situation, it shouldn't be just a side truck there to be plucked off either. It should be a cruiser so they can get some attention that it's an officer.
10-4.
Maybe the most common problem might be something like a stalled vehicle on a hot summer day, and where, for whatever reason, the vehicle stalls and it's sitting in a lane, a moving traffic lane, and of course that's potentially extremely dangerous, and also it starts to cause congestion. And for each minute that vehicle is there, it's going to cause, during rush hour anyways, about 10 minutes of congestion. So once the operator spotted that, he may do several things. First of all, he'll probably notify the police or the towing services and get people moving in terms of responding and send them to the right place with the right equipment. The other thing he can do is he can notify the motorist of the problem. We are presently installing some changeable message signs at strategic locations so that as a motorist is approaching that area, he may be warned that he's going to need to slow down because there's a problem ahead. And so hopefully that way we can reduce the danger and reduce many of the rear-end collisions which are so common on freeways when there's a sudden change in speed. We occasionally do catch accidents, or in some cases secondary accidents, where the accident's already occurred, and because of the traffic problems that produces, our operator's notified via the computer. And when he zooms in, it's not that uncommon to see another accident happening as people all of a sudden have to slow down, and we're either going too fast or because of the weather conditions couldn't stop, and of course they run into the back of the queue. A lot of people are often in shock when an accident occurs, and sometimes they don't do very rational things. There are also a lot of people who don't realize how dangerous it is to be out walking around on the freeway while the traffic is moving around them. And we have a lot of people who take incredible chances, such as trying to run across the freeway when the traffic volume is very heavy, or stand out sort of in a live, what we call a live or a moving freeway lane after the accident and seem to wander around. And the potential for additional tragedy is very great.
Just to pick it up. Okay.
This system has a lot of new technology. We're using fiber optics for our communication subsystem, which is a first, I believe, in North America, if not in the world. And we're also using a new type of technology for our changeable signs, which is a first in North America as well.
Well, I was still waiting for somebody to get to that guy that's changing the tire.
That's 10-4. I can take it as soon as I can.
10-4.
This is also our radio room for all of our district vehicles, such as whether it's snow plows or our road patrol trucks, our emergency patrol vehicles that help to maintain the highway system. And so it's very important that they work together with the freeway traffic management operators so that if there's a load spilled on the roadway or whatever, we can mobilize the people quickly and get out a loader or a sander or whatever's needed to clear that problem.
That's a dangerous location where he is. The guy is almost insane to be doing that what he's doing. It's not too bad if you're on the other side of the car, but on this side of the car against traffic by, that's a dangerous spot.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's got the wheel off and he's looking at it, but I don't know what, if he's got a spare out yet or not. I don't, he's likely got a donut. Now, what the right procedure for him to do is sit there and wait until somebody comes along and protects him. That's what the e-vehicle will do when he gets there. Because once you get the truck behind it with an arrow or a lights on, it'll give him protection. But he's only what, a couple of feet away from the white line.
The system was not designed for enforcement. And for instance, some people have asked us about speed enforcement, and there's much more efficient and better ways for the police to do speed enforcement. What we do though is we work very closely with the police so that when there is a problem, an accident or something like that, we have very good communication with the police and we can help them to get there faster and know what to expect when they get there.
Eastbound 401 at Kipling.
Eastbound or Kipling, near 10-4.
Were you surprised at how quickly that these men got here?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I didn't know who they were, to tell you the truth.
Were you aware that there are cameras, TV cameras along this highway watching it?
No, I wasn't, no. Well, I saw cameras yesterday on the highway, but I wasn't sure what they were for. I thought they were for speeding.
I think it would be a mistake to think that this is going to solve all our problems. It won't. It really just helps us to manage the problems, and I'd like to stress it's just part of the solution to our transportation problems. It's not the answer to everything.